action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
Well, you have to imagine they're feeling pretty confident the way things have gone.
Yeah, they're off to a smooth start, but that's no reason to get comfortable. You cannot let up in this game.
So on the floor for the Spurs, Castle and Johnson are on the wings. Luke Cornett out there with Jeremy Sohan. And it's Harper in at point guard. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild. But when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up. And still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click. Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Pass to Castle. Now Johnson. Knocked away. Caldwell Pope with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter. Spurs trail by 3. From deep, Harper. And the three-pointer goes. Harper's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A solid distributor. Good to see the rookie Castle finds his open teammates like this.
And so Tomas Isolo calls a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. San Antonio, Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Cornett. Devin Vassell comes in for Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Memphis. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. The three. Buries it from 3.
Unselfish play by Morant. He's all for finding the available perimeter shooter.
Castle attacking. Chalk up 2 there. Castle's got 9.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Goes up on the wing. And it's Morant missing.
Yeah, tough to make those jumpers when you are guarded that closely.
Here's Vassell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Vassell's got his first points of the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Spurs. They're up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello, folks. You know, for the Grizzlies, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick.
So let's move on now to this Grizzlies game, which has turned out to be a tight one.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call the guy?
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. One of the stories here, Stephon Castle getting it done today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
We've got Jalen Wells, Santi Aldama out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Ja Morant. That's the group starting the second half for Tuomas Isalo. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Well, when the three is falling for Morant, it's a bad sign for the defense.
Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. San Antonio moving the ball around. Back to Barnes. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Barnes, it's good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Morant. Morant flashes his vertical there.
Well, this is Morant at his very best. His teammates need to just continue getting him the ball and letting him do his thing.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Fox with the ball, and Wells picks him up defensively.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And here's Morant outside. Oh, he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out.
The previous play is under review.
Are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And B.A., you can argue against replay all you want.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. So on the floor for the Spurs, Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Boom! Fox with a triple.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
And it's Morant off the drive. Ooh, using 2 hands to power it down.
Everything Morant does is electric. He causes so many problems with his movement.
Here's Wembanyama. Now Fox from deep. Yes, sir, with the 3.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Castle, and he powers it down, one-handed.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Castle fires. Can't hit it. And they go to the intentional foul. And here's Memphis. It's a one-point game. And so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
Timeout called, Mitch Johnson. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let them up. This one's all but over.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that increases the lead to 6. Now Fox. He fires. And so it's Memphis winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie